Sorry, I was muted. Sorry. All right, I'm back. I was just saying that I wanted to come on camera because I know I have a couple new people, and I wanted to introduce myself to you guys properly. Hi. I haven't been going on camera lately because I got a new setup, and I don't have speakers, so I can't hear what's going on. So yeah, I was just rehearsing my lines. I don't have speakers right now because I got a new gaming computer, so I need to get speakers so I can hear what's going on. So I've been staying off camera because I have to wear these big clunky headphones that I can't stand to hear what's going on, which I will probably have to put on later. So your son has my hair in red, really? It's so thin and long, but I don't even know if I put a brush through it today. I went fishing at like 2:00 and I just got home, so I haven't even been able to get ready or anything. So oh, the chair. I thought you said hair. I missed the C there. Sorry. I love this chair. Yeah, I love pink. I thought you said hair. I don't know how I missed the C there. So what else did I want to say? There's something important that I had to say in the beginning, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, anyway, I went fishing today. I've been gone for hours. I haven't even had time to get ready. So here we go. Okay, so let me break down how we're going to lay this out. I haven't showed the videos of the houses or anything yet, or even gotten to speak my piece on that. Hey, Yorkie. So we'll talk about that first. And then I have some very interesting receipts of some things that may or not be relevant. I don't know. You can take it for what it's worth and make your own inferences, I guess. I don't want to be like, oh, I know for sure, anything. And I'll give a quick recap. Yes. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm glad you're on the edge of your seat. Okay, so if you don't know what I am talking about, it is this tragic case out of Okmulgee, Oklahoma, Okmulgee County in Henryetta, Oklahoma. Hold on one second. Darn it. And these two girls, this is how it all unfolded. These two girls went missing, teenage girls, Ivy Webster and Brittany Brewer. I can't remember which one was older and who was younger in their ages. Let me look real quick. Okay, so Brittany Brewer was 15 and Ivy was 14. They went missing. Their parents reported them missing. Why? The last person that they were with was a man named Jesse McFadden. Let me put my glasses on so I can see the computer better. Jesse was a registered SO, SEX offender. Oh, I have like little hairs. Hold on. Okay. And they were with his stepdaughter, Tiffany. And when they went to the house to look for them, they found 7 bodies in total. 3 of them were Jesse's stepchildren, Michael, Tiffany, and Riley. 1 was his wife, Holly. And Ivy and Brittany, who were their friend, was Tiffany's friends, and Jesse himself. The day they found him was the day he was supposed to go to court to face charges that he got in 2017 for child porn. I actually talked with that victim. She came on my panel. So if you guys haven't seen the interviews I did, I suggest after this going back and listening to them, because it puts a lot of things in perspective. I've talked to 2 of his living victims. I've talked to his ex-cellmate, James, and I've also talked to Holly, Michael, Riley, and Tiffany's aunt. Yeah, it gets more and more disturbing. It's horrible. They found them, and the property's very large. It's like a really big farm, and they found them on the property in different places, pretty far from the property, almost like a half mile. And the cops were like, yeah, hey, we follow the evidence. Like, this is, basically he killed them and shot himself. They didn't really give away that much. They said they were all fully clothed. And apparently the house had been released for being investigated, and the house where all this occurred. And the landlord, who I will talk about today, who I don't feel right about, and that's all I can say. I can't say if there's anything either way. I just don't feel right about him. He was renting to them, and he told them they needed to get everything out by Monday, or it would be thrown in the dumpster. And so the family had to go there to retrieve some things, and they literally walked into a house of horrors. And when I tell you horrors, like, it was horrific. I've never seen anything like it. Hold on one second, guys. It was absolutely disgusting. And I'm going to show you what it looked like. And I think there's a huge possibility that there could be other victims, or possibly some kind of PORN ring or something. Yeah, things you would see in a movie. I mean, I couldn't stop thinking about it all day yesterday. I was so angry, and I still am so angry. I'm angry how the police went about this, which we'll also see. I'm furious. Like, I can't even tell you how angry I am after seeing all this, but I'm going to play for you a few videos of the home so you get an idea of what it looked like. So give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to play this. Tell me if you guys can hear it okay. I have a new setup, so, I'm not really sure. Hey, Wolfie.
I have a range of emotions. I'm distressed
I can't hear
that the
because I don't have
families
speakers,
had to
so I'm
experience
relying on
that
you guys to
horror,
let me know.
and
Can
then
you guys
had
hear
to
that?
encourage the police to please come back, investigate, and actually take this evidence. But even more so, I think I am concerned about potential other victims that may have been raped or murdered in that home. And it doesn't seem like that is an issue.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. And my first thought was, like, these poor parents with everything they've gone through, losing their daughter, now like touring the crime scene, this untouched crime scene where these hellish activities clearly happen. So, I mean, my heart just goes out to them. I can't imagine what they're going through. But what you mentioned, I mean, there's two other things that stand out to me. Number one, could there be other victims? Could there be child pornography victims on those computers? Why wouldn't investigators take the computers and go through them? There could be other victims out there. Why would they just leave the computers there? And then number two, this sick pedophile twisted
Brian
pervert.
looked very
How do
uncomfortable
we know
talking
he
about
didn't
this,
have
and
other men over
he's
to
seen
this
a lot for
sex
being a
den?
reporter.
I mean, clearly
that's
they
pretty
had
much
the
up in the
shackles.
front line.
This is a place that was set up.
Look at that. That is roaches on the floor. That's roaches on a sticky trap.
And had been there for a while, it appears. How do we know there aren't other men involved in other things that happened there in the past? And why wouldn't police want
sex toys all over
to go through that entire house from top to bottom, fingerprints, looking for everything? I mean,
Sorry.
yes, he might be dead.
Like collars, handcuffs. There was handcuffs somewhere. Oh, there they are. Handcuffs. This is all lube. Oils. Not sure what that is. That looks like a catheter. What in the world? Like, look, there's a bag right here. And then a tube. It looks like a catheter. Why? What the? Yeah, her wedding ring. What is it, Anna? That's not a catheter? Forceps? This? I think that's a camera setup. Like, that's a webcam. That right there looks like to me like a webcam. Yeah, the black things behind the lube, that looks like a webcam stand to me. That looks like a... You can say, Anna, and then if it's something that you couldn't say, or that shouldn't be said, we could just delete it in chat. But like that, this right here, that little plastic thing, like it looks like a clear bag with like a thing that you untwist to empty it with a long like tube. You see what I'm pointing out right here? Can you see my mouse on there? No. The blue thing, the royal blue thing in the middle. Oh, yeah, no. I don't think that's the thing behind the lube, the black. I don't think they're forceps. I think that's a camera stand. It looks like, see that little hole right there? That looks like where this little, like, it's like a little screw that screws in to put your webcam on it. So he could have potentially been filming stuff. You know what I mean? But that thing with the blue circle in the middle, that looks like a catheter. Like, why is there a catheter there? I'm gonna see if I can Google and find that same thing. But yeah, it looks like a tripod. It's like a little tripod stand that you hook up for a webcam. That's what it looks like to me. All right, let me keep going.
But could there be other people out there that did awful, awful things in that house?
Or missing.
I'm just going to pause it everywhere so I can get a look. This looks like alcohol, like margarita mix or something. I can't really see anything here.
Women, missing children whose DNA may be on that mattress, maybe everywhere throughout that house, maybe on the restraints or in the needle. There could be a trove of evidence of potential unsolved crimes there. The other thing that was disturbing, I don't know if you noticed it, but on the wall there was like a crossword puzzle of all the family
Hi,
members'
Lori.
names, including Jesse's and Holly's, his wife, and then the children, Riley, Michael, and Tiffany. And it seemed as though it was a family home, but then it was just mixed in with this horrible sex dungeon business, which also leads you to wonder if Holly did know, because those parents questioned whether Holly knew something about this. And then there was that wedding ring.
That's the 3 children. That's Riley all the way to the left. That's Michael, and that's Tiffany. There's your file folder on the bed. Can I mention that, Caitlin, or should I not say it? So Riley was an aspiring artist. Michael ran track. Tiffany ran track. They're adorable kids. And Riley, I seen some comments. I seen some comments under a post on a news thing that said, oh no, hopefully I'm not losing service. That said Riley, a couple of Riley's friends were commenting. And remember how, if you guys see my past videos where I interviewed Lynn, Holly's aunt, she said that they were told that Riley was pulled out of school because she was talking to a 17-year-old boy and they didn't like it, so they took her out of school. Well, according to Riley's friends, now I can't confirm this or not, this is just what they were commenting, was that Riley was reporting this to the school. She reported being abused, and they did not believe her. They said she told the school about someone in her household about abuse, and nobody listened to her. And then somebody else said, so that's probably the real reason he pulled her out of school. She said, yes, probably. She told the school on multiple occasions and called CPS on them. She told me that her parents found out and they beat her with belts. She had bruises all over her legs and arms. She couldn't show anyone or it would get worse. She would leave school every day in fear. It was so bad. And then someone else said, I am so very sorry. Our generation is failing you all. There are no words. And then her friend said, I wasn't aware of homeschooling. They went to Westville Elementary, 5th, 6th, and 7th. That's how I met Riley. School called CPS, and they pulled them from the school. Yes, I'm trying to. I might be able to find out. I could probably find out for you. But well, she was definitely pulled from the school because that's what the aunt told me. And it would make more, and they couldn't believe that they pulled her out of school over her texting a boy her age. It just didn't add up. Like, she was like, he was so controlling. He pulled her out of school for talking to a boy her age. It just didn't make sense. Well, it does make sense that they pulled her out if, she reported that to the school. And, they were, they pulled her out of school so it didn't happen again. She might always wear white because it's a dark background. They use like a dark sky background. So I'm guessing that maybe they pulled her, if this is true, that maybe they pulled her out of school because they were afraid she would, the school would, well, they said the school called CPS, and I guess they pulled her out of that school so the school wouldn't call CPS anymore. Like if she's in school and they notice this stuff, they'll call CPS and they'll get in trouble. So I guess somehow they got to, told CPS, everything's fine, blah, 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 and then pulled her out of school. If that's the case. And then the girl said, yes, probably. She told the school on multiple occasions and called CPS on them. parents found out. Yeah, you seen that. They beat her. I said that already. Okay. So I don't know yet. I can't confirm, but I will try and find out for you. Holly's aunt actually messaged me and said when things get a little more calmer that she will, come on and talk about everything that they had found and stuff like that. But I don't have anything set right now. Like they're super, I'm sure, swamped with planning things and taking care of their family business. And I appreciate her for even confirming other, a lot of other things for me. But so there is a possibility that she may come on again, and I will be able to ask her these questions. And if I do get any confirmation before then, I will verify it for you. I haven't found anything on the actress who told Holly it was a misunderstanding. Oh, and let me explain Caitlin's comment before I get too far pissed. Caitlin said, "There's my file folder on the bed." When the reporters and the families went there to clean the house out because the landlord that I don't like was rushing them to get the stuff out by Monday. So they went there and they found a lot of things, and I can't share. Hey, Heels in the Air, thank you. Punksy, hey, Speculation Station. Sorry if I don't see your comments. I'm just like reading through stuff. So if I don't notice, I apologize. And thank you for becoming a member, Heels in the Air. I appreciate you so much. And Heels in the Air has a great clip channel, guys. If you like, she keeps up with all the important stuff going on YouTube and clips it. So check out her channel for sure. I think OK Crime News has a channel too. Yeah, he was not on probation. Oh, really? So when they went and emptied out this house, they found a file folder containing like 200 plus letters written out to Caitlin, who was one of his victims. He took advantage of her when she was young and was just about to face court charges for what he did to her, and she was prepared to go in there and testify against him the day they found all those children. And he actually had the nerve to text her and say that it's all on her because she was pursuing charges against him, which is just disgusting to me. I mean, clearly, in my opinion, I think he had a, obsession with her, and I don't know, I guess he didn't, I don't know. He knew, in my opinion, that he was going to get caught and just was afraid. I don't know. I'm sure everything would have came out then, and I mean, this man went to great lengths to hide things, and I'm sure he was abusing everybody. I mean, in my opinion, Holly's a victim too. I mean, he was probably abusing her as well. And I just really can't judge or, do anything like that because I've never been in that position. And, I just can't. So, but let me finish. I'm going to keep playing. There's a few other things they found too in the house. I just don't know if, I can speak on certain stuff again, but I'm hoping that Caitlin will be able to get that file folder for sure, because
sitting out there in the open, right next to the needles.
I mean, how could you not know? I mean, the shackles and the chains that were drilled into the floor next to the mattress in that one room. And then I think I saw chains drilled into the floor in the kitchen even. I mean, it's hard to imagine you wouldn't know what was going on in there unless this was all just set up recently and she hadn't seen it before. But
So all of the victims' cell phones were hidden in a cabinet on the top shelf in what looked like a laundry room to me. So remember, I don't know if you guys remember or did see the video where I talked with Holly's aunt. She said that Holly's mother got a weird text on Friday saying, we all dropped our phones in a mud puddle and shoot, sorry, I hit a button. Hold on. Said we all our phones were dropped in a mud puddle, so you may not be able to get a hold of us. And then after that, all their phones were off and they weren't able to get through. So I think he took all their phones and he hid them from them so they couldn't call 911 or help. And this happened on Friday. So did he take their most of their phones on Friday and then on Saturday take Brittany's? I don't know. But he clearly, this was premeditated, so they couldn't call for help. I'm guessing he hid them up there and they didn't know where they were, so they couldn't call 911. Maybe he had them chained up. I can't even begin to think what could have happened to them. You know what I mean? After seeing everything in this home, I don't even know where to begin, you know? Yes, it needs to be investigated so bad. There could be other victims. There could be other children. There could be pictures on the internet. There could be other predators that he sends stuff to or invites over. I mean, who knows? This is disgusting and vile, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if there's way more to this story. And that's why I'm going to share some receipts after I show these videos, because I do think I don't know, but there could potentially be more to the story. Oh, he knew how to use the dark web. He showed you once. Oh, wow. Hey, Ryan. I just went fishing today. Oh, wait. Let me go back on camera. Sorry, guys. I turned it off. I have to wear these big clunky headphones so I can hear. So I would just keep them on the side you can't see.
It certainly, based on the video, looks like it's been there for a while.
It certainly does. Brian, don't go anywhere. There is a moment on these tapes that just is soul crushing, because while standing in the middle of all of these horrors where their girls potentially were drugged, raped, and died, just feet from the wall restraints and the drugged syringes, Ivy Webster's death.
Okay, so in another video I'm going to show, they mentioned that the blankets on the bed belong to Tiffany, and they think that this may be Tiffany's bed. You can hear them say it in the background. Tiffany was the girl who had her friends over, and as you can see, there's like a 2x4 screwed into the wall and hooks and chains attached to them. It's sickening. And then he had a bag filled with chains and hooks like these too in the one room on the table, and padlocks. They weren't there before winter. Do you know them? I mean, I know that he was supposed to get like monthly parole visits, but who knows if they even go inside and inspect the house. They might just those restraints weren't something that popped up overnight. Yeah, I don't think they just popped up overnight either. I think they were there for a while. And from the sounds, if they are really Riley's friends who were commenting, it sounds like this abuse was going on for a while. Yeah, they look like they've been there for a while. They do. And that right there is like a bike lock, I think. That looks like a bike lock down there. Or a rope. Actually, that might be a rope right there, like a shoelace or a rope down on this one. Yeah, the kitchen one, not so much. I mean, thank you, Punksy. You're so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, they do look like they'd been there for a while. I agree. They said none of the victims had defensive wounds, so no signs of fighting back or being... Yeah. Honestly, though, Caitlin, like, after everything that I've seen from the sheriff's office at this point, I don't even know if I take their word for it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like they lied about stuff even then. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they probably didn't even look into it that much. But I would like to see the official autopsy report, honestly. Like, where it's specifically named by the medical examiner, all of the stuff they had. So I'm not going to believe anything that guy says until I see the autopsy reports, if they do release them, which I don't know if they will or not. Yeah, the father did say on the video that his daughter was RAPED. I can't say that word out loud because YouTube will flag it, even though this video is probably not going to be monetized anyway because of the nature of the stuff I'm talking about. But yeah, he did say that. He said, my daughter was RAPED and killed. So I don't know if he's just saying that because he's seen everything in the house or if that's what they told him. But that's what he said. Yeah, they lied about the cell phones. I mean, they said that Holly's phone was the only one that they found, but that all the cell phones were in the house. They didn't even look. Yeah. What kind of drugs were in the house? Meth. There was meth. Like, you could see it. There was syringes. I don't know if there was something else in the syringes, but there was like a plate with a syringe on it, and it looked like it was covered in meth. But there may have been other stuff. I don't know. He was at Walmart in Henryetta Saturday night, and Ivy said he found new locks with packaging and receipts from purchase on Saturday. Oh, wow. I've also heard that he was seen at Brahms, I think it's called, like an ice cream place. I'm from Philly, PA, so we don't have those around here. But they said someone told me that someone's seen him at Brahms with all three girls and that he was like creepily all over Brittany. Like hugging her and stuff like that. Now, I can't confirm that, but that's just what I heard. So, and the person who saw them was so disturbed by it. And then when he got home, he seen the girls on the news and was like, "Oh my God, that was the guy," you know? Yeah, right, Anna. Who knows? I would hope that the medical examiner would take it seriously. Lori, the only thing I can think of is that, you know, maybe she was being abused herself and she was scared. You know, I don't know. People saw them in Walmart, also in the electronics department with what looked like a tripod. So, in my opinion, he was probably filming stuff. I know that when released on a parole, an agent comes to the house within days. Probation, they come within a week or so and visit every couple of weeks. But if he wasn't on it, then no one would. Gotcha. And one broken phone in the woods that they didn't know whose phone that was. Yeah. Yeah, she could have been fighting her own demons too. I don't know. Yeah, it was either meth or cocaine. But I heard that he was, you know, a meth guy, that he did meth. Yeah, if they have him on camera in Walmart, I would love to see those cameras because I'm curious of his interactions if he was with the girls. So Holly dated him before. Now, are you sure it's not the other Holly that dated him? Because Crystal said that there was another Holly that he was with when he abused her, you know, and it wasn't the same Holly. So I don't know, but Holly's aunt said that they may have been talking while he was still in jail. So, but they're not sure. He was at Walmart with the girls and they subpoenaed the videos. Good. Yes, Brahms. And the person that saw them at Walmart mentioned them having Brahms cup. So I think that checks out. Okay. Well, that makes sense then. What a sicko. A worker said he bought a tripod and the girls bought shirts and makeup. Weird. Yeah, why subpoena the videos but not secure the house? I don't know. But it makes me wonder if, you know, they didn't want to do that because they didn't want to be under a microscope because they, you know, failed the system. I don't know. Yeah, I seen the tripod. I showed it right next to the sex stuff. Yeah, I said that it was it looked like a webcam tripod. I have one of those for my computer, and it really did look like a webcam tripod. Oh, okay. You're 100% sure. All right. So he dated Holly before he talked to Caitlyn, and then I guess when he got out of jail, him and Holly got back together. This Holly met Jesse after Holly was talking to James in prison. Yeah, what year was that? He said it was like, he said probably around 2015, I think. I think Jesse said 2015. I interviewed him, and I don't know if he watched that, but he does say the year, and I think it was 2015. Or maybe earlier than that. I can't remember. He did say that. I gotta look at my notes. I might have wrote it down. Hold on. I may have written it down. Yeah, Holly was pen pals with Jesse's cellmate. And then after Jesse got moved to a different prison, that's where they started talking. I think I wrote it down. "2013," he said. So Jesse was talking to Holly in 2013. And then Jesse and James split up. And after that would be when he started talking to her. Yeah, he stole her address from him, yeah. So it checks out, yeah. All right, let me keep going.
Dad is so irate that police left all this evidence behind. He just lets the officer on scene have it.
See that? Did you see that? Hold on. That was on the kitchen floor. On the freaking kitchen floor. That was on the kitchen floor. And it's like bolted into the ground of the kitchen floor.
What would this accomplish?
Did you just hear that cop say to him, "What would this accomplish?" Like, what do you mean, dude? What do you mean, what would this accomplish?
I'm a grieving parent that my daughter got raped and murdered. And you're telling me right now that I don't have a right to know what happened?
Thank you for watching.
I heard it was on the kitchen floor, but it could be the counter. I'm not sure. It does kind of look like a counter, but they said, I heard that it was on the kitchen floor. Yeah, the cop told him, what is this going to accomplish by taking the phones and stuff? Like, what do you mean? What is it going to accomplish? Who the hell are you? That made me so mad. And not only that, but like how he spoke to a victim's father, like with such an attitude, like get it together, dude. Be respectful and understand what this guy's going through. He wants answers and he wants to piece this together, and he at least deserves that. You know what I mean? I've also reached out to Ivy's dad. He's busy right now, but he said to message him next week, and we can talk. So maybe, we'll see. I don't know. I know he's super busy right now, and there's a lot going on. So again, I'm not going to make any promises, but just letting you guys know that I did reach out to him, and there's a possibility that I could possibly talk to him, hopefully. Yeah, he's mad because he had to actually do some work, right? Yeah, they need better crime scene training, and they need better what's that called? The training you get to know how to like talk to victims and handle victims. Like, what in the world? Yeah, Ellie is really dropping the ball. They released the house twice and had to go back for more stuff that they missed. And then when they found all the victims' phones and stuff, they didn't even take it. Yeah, right? I agree, Mary. That made me so freaking mad the way he spoke. And it was longer than that little tidbit. Like, he was rude as hell. Like, I don't understand what you think you're going to get out of this. Like, he was just being rude. I wish I knew where the full one is. Okay, so I'm going to share another video that is from a different perspective. Holly's aunt sent this to me, so I'm gonna play this one so you can see it. She's interviewed and she talks, and she sent me this. Right. How do I do that? Hold on. Sorry, I didn't even realize I was on screen. I'm talking to myself. I'm waiting for the ad to work. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's true, Mary. It puts a lot of doubts in the a lot of doubts on it. Yeah, Ellie did drop the ball really bad. They did.
In the tragic murder of 6 people in Okmulgee County. Authorities say registered sex offender and convicted rapist Jesse McFadden shot and killed his wife, 3 stepchildren, and 2 of their kids' friends.
Okay, Pecan. I know, it wants me to jump through the phone too. Oh, and I just want to add that OSBI has taken over the case, so this is good. They've completely taken over the case, and they were at the house today with a bunch of trucks and stuff. So this is a positive outcome for sure. OSBI, that's good, and hopefully, they'll do a good job and shut this house down. I mean, it's unreal. And then after this, I'll show the receipts I have. So make sure you stick around for what else I have to talk about.
The family of one of the victims is just outraged tonight that investigators appear to have left critical evidence at the crime scene. 2 News Oklahoma anchor Aaron Christie is live outside Henryetta right now with the very latest for us. Aaron?
Karen, the attorney for Ivy Webster, was shocked to see what he calls a house of horrors inside this house.
Did they say Aaron
Restraints on the
Christie?
walls, sex toys, drugs,
I
and
think
drug
that's Aaron
paraphernalia.
Christie.
But most shocking, left behind by investigators, computers
I didn't hear what they say her
and cell
name
phones.
was. I like her. She just followed me on Twitter.
These are the computers. This video,
All right, so here's the computers.
taken by victim Ivy Webster.
Okay, so what I can see here, I don't know what that is. There's headphones with a mic. There's a little heater, Vaseline.
His grandmother.
What is in that box?
Shows
there's stickers all over it.
Several computers and
that might be like Riley's desk, maybe, because she was homeschooled.
Cell phones still inside the house. 2 News has chosen not to show the whole tour or more sexual content out of privacy, and also for victims' family members like Lynn Wyatt, Holly Guess's aunt.
We're coming to get their personal.
Yeah, the L thing looked like a dirty plastic plate. I think that was in one of the kids' rooms. But I'm not sure because I heard them in the video saying something along the lines of Riley was sleeping on their bedroom floor. So I don't know how many, if all the kids had their own rooms or not, or how it worked.
Belongings, some things that Jan needs.
Wyatt, Holly Guess's aunt.
We're coming.
She's the one who came on my panel and talked with me, and that I talk back and forth with occasionally. I really like her. She's a sweetheart.
They get their personal belongings, some things that Jan needs. She can't do it, but she wanted people that knew Holly and the kids.
Jan Mayo is Holly Guess's mother, who never saw the living conditions before the video ran on social media.
She was probably horrified.
Well, it was also disturbing in that Jan was not told that that was getting ready to be aired in any way, shape, size, or form.
We told the family we would air clips of left computers and evidence and kitchen locks on the counter.
It was on the counter, you're right. Oh, that's even worse, though. Like, that just gave me, like, a really bad mental picture, like chaining someone to a counter that's off the ground. Who the hell puts chains on their counter?
Now, family members of several victims are demanding answers they feel right now they will never
I'm so disgusted about that.
Get on why this blatant evidence.
Yeah, she was only... Did you see the comments, Winter, from her friends saying that they pulled her out of school because the school called CPS on them because they were abusing her and hitting her with a belt? That is so sad. Also, Michael ran track. He never missed a practice, and that Friday he didn't show up. And he missed the regional tournament. Oh my gosh. Tiffany was at cheer camp all week and didn't show up for tryouts Friday. Yeah, I took the screenshots. They said, so that the girls were saying that, because I know when Lynn talked to me, she said that they thought that she was pulled out of school because she was talking to the 17-year-old boy. And now her friends are saying that, no, the school called CPS because she reported abuse, and that's when they pulled her out of school. I can show this. Well, I can't show them right now because I have to redact them. I can redact them while I'm playing the video. I don't want to show these little girls' names because they're probably minors. You know what I mean? But give me a second. I can try. I'll just show the one part where they say it, I guess.
Was left behind. Today, Lynn found multiple medical records and journals of the kids. On Wednesday, Police Chief Joe Prentice said there was no witnesses, so there was no evidence.
Again, I follow the evidence, and I don't have any evidence to indicate what the actual motive was. And I'm going to be honest with you folks. Normal people that understand care, love, compassion, wouldn't understand if I could come up with it anyway.
Why didn't you get his technology to make sure he wasn't sending videos or pictures? You left the evidence, mister.
Exactly.
I'm all about the evidence.
Lynn and Holly's godmother, Kathy, are worried not only for this murder case, but that it could be devastating this evidence wasn't seized to help prosecute pedophiles all across the dark web. So just about an hour ago, Ivy Webster's family showed up in addition to Holly's family. They were upset. There was a lot of confusion. Is this still a crime scene? Are investigators going to come back? So the sheriff's office came out and did confirm they've released this house back to the landlord, and the landlord has given them 2 days, and he's going to take everything to the dumpster. So they're taking those belongings. We've been trying to get an update on the investigation from the OSBI, who referred us to the police chief. The police chief referred us to the district attorney.
Yes,
I called
Tia.
the district attorney. They didn't call back, but we got a statement just about 20 minutes ago. It's very generic in nature. I believe they're going to put that up on the screen. Overall, giving thoughts and prayers to the families and confirming they are investigating. Reporting live outside Henryetta, Erin Christie, 2 News, Oklahoma.
I like Erin Christie. And Erin Christie, if you watch my videos, I like you. She followed me, so let me just throw that in there. She's adorable. Hold on. I'm editing the receipts real quick so I can show you. I'm just going to show the 2 little snippets. I'm not going to show the whole conversation because it'll take me way too long to redact. Yeah. The motive was assaulting them and making videos and not wanting to go back to jail and them finding out what he did, you know? Okay. Shoot. Hold on. All right, so someone said, I wasn't aware of the homeschooling. They went to Westville Elementary, 5th, 6th, and 7th. That's how I met Riley. School called CPS, and they pulled them from school, meaning her parents pulled her from school. And this was her friend, like her best friend said this. And then, let me get the second one. Now, like I said, I don't, I can't confirm it because I didn't, like, know them personally, and if it was really her best friend or whatever, but I don't know why someone would come on and make that up. And it sounds right because she was pulled out of school, and that kind of like goes hand in hand. But it says, yes, probably. She told the school on multiple occasions and called CPS on them. She told them that her parents found out and they beat her with belts. She had bruises all over her legs and arms. She couldn't show anyone or to get worse. She would leave school every day in fear. It was so bad. I'm not sure if they still have his brother in custody. That's a good question. All right. Now let me get to the stuff that I was going to share. Yeah, on multiple occasions, it said. So the landlord, which bothered me so bad and didn't sit right with me, the landlord was rushing them to get out of the house, wanted them to get everything out by Monday, and told them whatever they didn't get out was going in the dumpster, which is just crazy to me. Who does that, knowing people just lost their whole family? Why are you rushing them to go take their things out of this home when they have stuff to deal with and there is mountains of evidence in there? Why do you want this stuff gone so quick? It's strange to me. Maybe it's nothing and maybe he needs the money and wants to re-rent it out. I don't know, but it's strange to me and I don't like it at all. And I think it's being rude to victims because, at least give them a couple weeks. And the cops had released the home, so they were, moving on. Well, I found out some stuff about the landlord, and I have no idea if it's... Yeah, I heard that too, Marla. That's what Lynn told me, that it was because she was talking to a 17-year-old boy. But I was thinking maybe that was like a front because they didn't want to say that she was taken out of school because the school called CPS. So maybe, they made that up as like an excuse. Yeah, that's what I heard, Marla, that the owner is a total ass. And I looked him up, and he has a lengthy record of domestic violence. And I've also found I was given some interesting things that I can share, which it's going to say completely anonymous on who it is. But I think that you can, let me just say, make your own decisions about what you think about it. I don't want to go like accusing anybody or saying anything, but I do think it's something that people need to look into. And I don't know if he was friends with Jesse. And if he was friends with Jesse, I find it very concerning. But let me try and do a double screen here. Okay, so this is a photo that was on the internet of a 15-year-old girl on Facebook. And this is the comment section. And that is the landlord. And this is one of the daughter's parents letting him have it. Like, sir, why are you commenting on a 15-year-old girl's Facebook saying you look so young and talking to them? If it's not your family or whatever, that disturbs me. And I think people need to know anyway, so... And it's on Facebook. It's public. So let me just put that out there. Yeah. Gross, right? And I've heard that he's an asshole. And sorry, that's what I've heard. And based on his court records, sounds like it. And I also spoke with someone who knows him well. And he is not supposed to be renting any property because of... Hold on. There's court documents that say he's not able to rent property out because of his record. They also said he's a real monster. And they, it doesn't surprise them, So, yeah. Like I said, I don't know if they're... Yes, I seen Pedro, which thank goodness. Yeah, why rent to an SO? Like, yeah, I know. It worries me, but I can't really make inferences and say, hey, this is that, but he tried to tell police that they were the caretakers of the property. Please. No, I don't know. No. Somebody was saying they hope he wasn't trying to pay rent like that. They weren't saying that's what happened. Please don't spread that around. But no, but it's definitely something to put out there and that people should know too. Like if you know him and, just. Yep. He was under supervision of Oklahoma Department of Corrections, which is pretty alarming that Jesse. Well, no, Ray rented to Jesse. So Ray was the landlord and Jesse rented from him. Oh, he knows she's a kid. Okay. All right. So Mary commented and said, I don't mind saying that it was my daughter's Facebook, but I don't want her name out there, of course. But his youngest son was the best man in her dad and I's wedding, so he knows that she's a child. So why are you commenting on her pictures and saying you look so young? Like, that's creepy. And I think it's very strange that he was rushing them out of the house. And that's all I have to say about that. But I really just, I felt like it needed to be out there. Yeah, he owns a construction company. Yeah, sounds like a match, right? She's not even Facebook friends with him. Oh, yeah. That's even weirder. You know what I mean? Like, he, found her. Ugh. I hope he's not on other platforms, stuff like that. But it's super concerning, for sure. Oh, yeah, you're right. Jesse's PO shouldn't have allowed him to rent under another. Yeah, true. You're right, Pecan. You're right. He tried to say that they were the caretakers of the property. I guess maybe that was, their way of getting around it. I don't know. Yeah, it is disturbing. And it's disturbing. They found that file folder Caitlin was saying earlier. There was a file folder on the bed with 200 plus journal entries and letters written out to her from him. So clearly he was a little obsessed. Yeah, maybe that's how he met Jesse. Who knows? I don't know his relation to Jesse. I don't know if they were actually friends or whatever, but it really bothered me that he was rushing them to get all that stuff out and saying, if you don't get it out, I'm just going to throw it in the dumpster. So it's why? Why won't you give them a week to, look into this? What? It's not going to kill you, so that just, raised some questions for me, what's going on here. So I think the lease was in her name, but on the National SO registry, Jesse's name is linked to that address. Okay. He wasn't on the SO list until 2022. Yeah, they probably rented it earlier than that. I had to say that one time because of tax purposes, the house was homesteaded and not a rental. So they could have been saying something like that. What's homesteaded? Is that somebody cares for it? Yeah, how about exactly, Tia? How about let the families grieve and let them have the funerals and everything and then have them take the stuff out. What is the rush for? No, gamer, I'm not. Oh gosh. What are you doing? It's weird, most crime scenes. Taped up for while no one on property. Yeah, I don't know. They hopefully now. Oh, and I have a picture of it. OSBI is taking over. somebody who lives around there actually sent me pictures. They told me earlier, they were like, oh, it looks like somebody's there, maybe the FBI or something. But we found out that it is OSBI and they're taking over the case. So, let me see. They had like vans out there with like big satellites on them. I don't know what they use all that for, but I'm excited. I'm glad that that's the case and that they are taking over. No, is this the one? No, hold on. Why do I feel like I keep missing stuff? Oh, and while I think about it, I do want to, why can't I find that? Oh, well. Well, they put out a tweet, and that's on it. Hold on. I'm going to go to Erin Christie's thing real quick. I know she took some pictures. She took pictures of the phone. The phones. Hold on. So the sheriff's department didn't even take these out of the crime scene. Look at all these phones. You've looked and looked and you can't find him on there? Yeah, I've heard that too, that he wasn't on the local one. Yeah, that's what James said, is that he didn't have a preference, boy or girl. And you know what too, which worries me too? There's a lot of children that have went missing in the past 6 months on the that are like around that age. Hold on. There's like 9 of them, I think. And there's one that went missing in McAllister, which is really close. So I most definitely really want to look into each individual one and see, just to be sure and check and, maybe like try and piece things together where they went missing or reach out to their families and get some more information, because what if there is some connection? You know what I mean? And I can share them too. Hold on. But I really think that it should be looked into. Each and every child. You never know. If he was willing to kill his whole family, Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a big property. They were like a half a mile from the house, so it's a big property. How do I get to that? Sorry. I have 2 different monitors, and I keep forgetting where I put stuff, so I'm going back and forth. I'm just saving these pictures so I can show you guys. Hold on. And if anybody has any information about these kids that they want to share or send to me, you can message me on my Facebook page, which is Kate Does Crime, the same. And my email is katedoescrime with no spaces @gmail. And yeah, you can message me on either one of them. But these are the phones that they never took. Hold on. And I'm going to show you. Here's OSBI. It says, as of today, OSBI has taken charge in the investigation, and the investigation is ongoing. They had a bunch of cars there. I don't know if you can see. Come on. I'm trying to zoom in. I don't know if it'll let me. Looks like a surveillance type car. And then there's a truck, some guys over there, a U-Haul. I don't know if the U-Haul was Lynn and them taking stuff out, but the property was huge. The landlord said he was moving dirt out of a horse stall. Does anyone know if the landlord... I'm not used to it yet, Matt, but eventually when I have speakers on my computer and I can hear myself and I find a way to put my camera in the middle, then it'll be a lot better. But it is a lot better. It's faster. Yeah, it was disgusting inside the house. Truthful soul, it really was. The U-Haul wasn't there yesterday. Okay. So maybe they did bring the U-Haul then. Sunday afternoon. I wonder if the landlord actually like lived on the property or not, because it was a big property. I don't know. No. I need speakers. I can't hear myself. And I can't hear like when I play videos. Chris, I just showed stuff about the landlord. He's this guy named Ray, who I think is a bit concerning, who has a long list of domestic violence charges. And I heard that he was not a good guy at all. And he was commenting on young girls' Facebook pages, knowing that they were young girls. And he wasn't even friends with them, wasn't even friends with the girl on Facebook. And he commented and said, "You look so young." Oh, Marla, does he live near you? He didn't used to. He lived out of west of Henryetta, but I don't know now. Gotcha. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I talked to someone else who knows him pretty well, and yeah, they were concerned. They said they were actually concerned. That he could be involved. So these are missing kids that he lives west of town. Okay. These are missing kids that oh wait, I have the wrong screen on. Jeez, oh man. So how far are any of these pretty close to you? If you see any areas that are close to you guys who are from town, let me know. Like cities close in proximity. Like I know McAllister is, or if any of these are close to there too. Oklahoma has the worst kid SO in the nation. I didn't know that. Wow. Yeah, I don't want to say that, Sally, just because, like, I don't want to say how I feel because I have to be, because I'm on YouTube. I have to say allegedly, you know what I mean? But I will say I think it's concerning. That gives you your answer. Hold on, there's more. All right, here's a couple more. All within an hour from here. Okay. This is Oklahoma City, Ada, Tulsa, and then hold on. Where are my Downloads. No. I hate this new thing. All right. This is Tulsa, McAllister, Norman. The last one is also Oklahoma City. Thanks, Linda. I was actually kind of like, man, I don't know if I should put that, like if I should say something, but I feel like it's enough to say that man's a bad man and people need to know. That's it. You know? That's why I don't feel bad. And this is the last girl from Sepulpa. So, you know, I don't know if it could be connected, but I think every angle should be looked into just in case. You don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah, I heard about that storage unit that there was. Where did you guys hear about the check? Because I can't figure out where that came from. But apparently there was a check written out to a storage unit, and I would really like to know what's in that storage unit as well. And I want to know where it came from. It's in a video. Okay. Can someone send me the video? Yeah, who knows? Yeah, I want the link. I don't know if you'll be able to put it in YouTube chat. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to just send it to my Facebook, Anna. I think you messaged me on Facebook, right? You can send it to me on there. Yeah, the storage unit should have been the first thing to be looked into for sure in the house video. Oh, can you like see it on a table or something? Oh, man. Yeah, it's crazy. It's in Holly's writing and signed by Holly. Ah, okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Linda. Like, who knows? Like, this totally has to be looked into, because what if there's more people involved or more things going on that we don't know about? Who knows who's been in that house, what has been done? I mean, who knows? And, you know, I don't think it's unfair to speculate that this could be a lot worse than we think, you know? Thanks, Anna. I got it. Is it one of the ones I played? Let me see. I think I played this one, but I didn't know. Maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. All right, let me play this one real quick. I'm just going to leave it. It's in the last 2 minutes of the video. Okay.
This should have never.
That's Justin. Hopefully, he'll talk to me because I would like to hear him. I did reach out. So.
A father's search for
so
answers leading him into a house of horrors.
Like,
Nobody prepared for what was inside or the potential.
I'm just so angry about. Oh wait, yeah, I did see this one. Hold on. Let me put my headphones on so I can hear it, and we'll go through it step by step.
Potential evidence missed by leading him into a house of horrors. A father's search.
So. Trying to see. I like
search for answers leading him into a house.
I can't make out what any of that is. It looks like a flashlight or something.
Of horrors. Nobody prepared for what was inside or the potential.
I guess this is Michael's room, maybe? What is that green thing? Is it a knife? Or like a chisel?
Potential evidence missed by investigators.
That's them.
That's the phone.
Hey, that's them.
What is that? For, like, medicine syringe.
Okay. Hold on.
Call the sheriff.
Yep.
Don't touch him. Don't move him.
Oh, and Justin has an attorney that demanded that they take those cell phones and investigate them because there could be photos on it.
Along with Adria Goins, I'm Kevin.
I'm just going to play the whole
Tonight,
thing,
we're
Xana.
following blockbuster developments in that ghastly murder-suicide that...
Oh, yeah, you're right. Let me reiterate that because I was told to say that and I did forget. When I'm talking about the landlord, I am speaking about Raymond Sr., not Jr. They share the same name. So, I just wanted to make that clear. It's not Raymond Jr., it's Raymond Sr. If you look him up, if you want to do your own research and look him up or whatever, it's Raymond Sr., not Jr. So I just wanted to make that clear.
That shocked the state and nation, leaving 7 people dead, including 5
sorry, Mary,
children.
I totally forgot
Brittany
to say
Brewer, Ivy Webster, Tiffany Guess, Michael Mayo, and Riley Allen, all between the ages of 13 and 17, along with Holly Guess, each shot to death.
Investigators have confirmed convicted sex offender Jesse McFadden killed those 6 victims, then himself. Earlier this week, law enforcement released the home where the murders occurred, giving him back to the property owner. And as of Tuesday afternoon, there was no longer an active investigation at this location.
In an effort to figure out what led up to this horrific murder-suicide, the families of the victims have launched their own search for answers.
The parents of teenager Ivy Webster wanted to go through the crime scene, hoping they could find something that would explain what happened. Once the crime tape was removed from the home and the scene released by law enforcement, the family went inside.
They left yesterday devastated by what they found. News 4's Kaylee Olivas with us the entire time. She joins us with an exclusive.
Well, Adria, Kevin, we first want to warn you the images you're about to see from inside the home are disturbing. It was hard to watch Ivy's family as they discovered what they believe is crucial evidence that was left behind by law enforcement. In a matter of minutes, they found their own daughter's cell phone tucked away in a cabinet, and that was just the beginning. Now they're wondering whether law enforcement dropped the ball.
We can't have parents go through OPF. I'm angry. This should have never happened.
He's right.
His daughter Ivy was only 14 years old when Jesse McFadden murdered her. Okmulgee police say Ivy died from a gunshot wound to the head. Her family has zero.
Oh, darn it. I was muted. I was saying, did you guys hear me say that? Okay. I was saying, I thought it was really strange that both friends got 1 shot to the head. All the kids got 2 shots to the head. And Holly got 3. And it's like, it was really strange. Like, was that just me or was it strange to other people too? Like that it was done in like a weird number order. Like why would you do, like, did it do it to make a point, like make a statement? Yeah. Oh, Riley was 1 too. I thought she had 2. I thought they said all the kids got 2 shots. Okay. Gotcha. Well, then maybe it wasn't a coincidence. I just got word that the governor has spoken out about this investigation is being handled. The heat is on and everyone is watching now. Yes. Well, thank God. Thank God it is. And Riley was not placed near her family. That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. Huh.
No answers, couldn't say goodbye, and has no closure. So now they're looking for it.
I feel that my daughter, even right now, is standing behind me, telling me, "Dad, keep going, keep doing this."
Phone or phone case.
Thursday afternoon, News 4 was invited by Webster and his family.
You guys see the folder right there? That's the folder on that bed right there. That's the folder that had the stuff with Caitlin's info on it. And this is what I think's really strange. He must have been sitting out on that couch, in my opinion, looking at that folder, because he sent Caitlin a picture when he texted her blaming her. He sent a picture of himself looking like he was crying, sitting under this thing on the wall here that says all the kids' names and stuff. And here's the file folder that had all the letters and stuff he had written to her. It was like 200 plus pages of stuff that he wrote to her. So in my opinion, he was sitting there like looking through it maybe, and that's why he chose to get in touch with her and then maybe just left it there. I don't know, but it's strange.
To take a closer look at where his daughter took her last breath. Behind these walls, the family found sex and bondage devices. In one of the bedrooms were restraints bolted into the bed frame. There was also a shelf filled with books about witchcraft. 10 feet away in the kitchen, another restraint with chains and locks still attached. Although there were reportedly 4 bodies found in this home, we didn't see any bloodstains, no blood splatters. In the back room, the most shocking find of it all, crucial items that had not been collected.
That's them.
Babe,
that's them.
Okay, is that hers?
Yep. Okay. Hold on.
Call the sheriff.
Yep.
Don't touch them. Don't move them.
Ivy Webster's cell phone was tucked away in a laundry room cabinet, along with 2 other cell phones and 2 laptops. In the same room,
That's the tray that had meth all over it. And look, syringes. What is that cube? And what's that?
syringes, what appears to be
It's a blunt thing. It says Cushers THC. It was like a blunt carrier, I guess they sell pre-rolled blunts at the the dispensary. That's what I think it is.
drug
that looks
residue
like the
and
top of a
various items
perfume
the
bottle.
family believes was used to torture their daughter.
This is driving me crazy. What is that? It looks like a catheter. Like, what the I don't even want to know, like, why that would be there with that stuff and what it's for, but it looks like a catheter.
Before she was murdered. None of it collected by
Why was
law
the
enforcement
chocolate
until
there?
this family called the Okmulgee County Sheriff's
Wait, hold on,
Office.
let me see.
Enforcement until
Yeah, look at the chains on the freaking counter. How weird.
this family believes was used to torture their daughter before she was murdered. None of it collected by law enforcement until this family called the Okmulgee County Sheriff's Office and asked them to come back to the home and retrieve these items.
There you go.
Pictures were snapped and the items finally collected, but not without a brief explanation as to why it hadn't been done before.
I want more done.
The problem is we don't know what else to do. Like,
There's a story to be told here.
right.
We don't know what happened.
Don't know what else to do. I'm going to say
And
this.
since we don't have the only person that can tell us what happened,
Is dead, but we can try to piece it
And
together.
I'm going to say this was not done right. No crime scene tape.
we are open to any suggestions you all can
I'm saying
give.
this. They didn't do their job, and the whole world's going to know it.
But what would this accomplish?
I'm a grieving parent that my daughter got raped and murdered, and you're telling me right now that I don't have a right to know what happened? The story's right here. It's right here. And it's still sitting here. Still.
Disgusted with the investigation into his daughter's murder, he only saw more uncollected evidence on his walkout. Another phone in the top drawer of a nightstand, several computer towers, and a check made out to a local storage company still sitting in plain sight.
So that's recent. That was made that was made in April. So they got a storage thing in April. I know. I think I figured out what that thing is on the table. Oh yeah, maybe it was used to smash up hard senders. Yeah, I think I know what it is too. Oh. Did he? Maybe they were chained up since like Friday. Do you think that could have been like to give them water? Like what? It's a hydration pack that you put on your backpack. Oh, they won't be open right now, Anna. I don't think. What is it? U-Lock Storage? I'll call them tomorrow. I doubt they'll be open right now. Let me look it up. I would think because the family was there cleaning it out that they'll go check that out. They got to be going to check that out. Oh, it's open 24 hours. What do I say to them? Should I call? I'm going to try and email them. Let me see if they have an email. Hold on. Well, we need to find somebody who works at U-Lock Storage. $909. Trying to see if I can find something like an email or something I can email them. But I'll bet money that there's one in Main Street. I don't know which one. There's one on Main Street in Henryetta. I looked up U-Lock Storage and there's one at 909 West Main Street. I wonder if they'll let you see it if like if somebody goes there, if they would let them look. There's a hole in the door? No, I didn't see that.
I'm upset.
Sitting in walkout. Another phone in the top uncollected evidence on his walkout.
Still!
Oh, right there.
Disgusted with the investigation into his daughter's murder, he only saw more uncollected evidence on his walkout. Another phone in the top drawer of a nightstand, several computer towers, and a check made out to a local storage company still sitting in plain sight.
I'm upset. Healing, trying to heal. Still
What
confused.
number does she have?
Still a
Right?
lot of
Pay or
answers
may rent to get the key?
that need to be
Try it.
given.
We've spent the day trying to find out why the cell phones,
See, I
why the
wonder-
laptops, and
I wonder if they'll sell it to you because she's not you know how you can like take over a storage unit?
why the other evidence was
That
left
would be
behind.
crazy.
We were told by a sheriff's investigator in Okmulgee County that they were only responsible for searching the property, not the house. He said the house was the sole responsibility of the OSBI, but the OSBI confirms its investigators were in the house. But they tell us those investigators were only providing assistance to the Okmulgee Police Department. Today, neither the Okmulgee Police Department nor the Sheriff's Office nor the DA's office would comment on our story.
I'll call them, but
The
I have to,
OSBI
think
did
of,
issue a statement
a good
saying
way
they
to,
will continue to support and assist our law enforcement.
So the OSB said they'll assist law enforcement, but now they've taken it over. So yeah, they usually
partners
sell
and
or
grieved with the
auction it
families
off.
of this horrible
So,
event. The investigation is still ongoing.
And we know you will follow it. Thank you, Kaylee.
Okay. If I called and asked them about this and they'd be willing to do that, I would need somebody who's there to be able to, like, you know what I mean, retrieve it if they aren't looking in it. I'm sure they're already looking into it. But you know, if not, it would be a good idea to, like, secure that before, you know, that gets lost. But I know Anna's on a whole mission. Scroll up. Oh, what did I miss to you? Hold on. You have a suggestion? What's your suggestion? Did I miss it? Message me, Tia, or you can tell me in there. If we could get that, like, on hold, I would think so. I don't know. But I know, yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'll ask her. I mean, I wouldn't just do it. Like, I just want to, like, maybe we could call and just see. But I'm sure that I would be shocked if OSBI hasn't taken that over. I mean, if I did anything, I wouldn't, you know, if, like, we just couldn't touch it. But I would give it to the aunt. You know what I mean? Or give it to the family. It's the next door home. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Tia. It's a good idea. Yeah, he told off that sheriff. Well, I mean, I want to, like, hopefully, I don't want the family to, like, lose it. You know what I mean? So maybe I should ask her. Because what if, like, they auction it off to somebody and, you know what I mean, somebody else gets it. But I think she was there emptying out the house. If they found a check to the storage unit, I guarantee you right now, they're all probably going over there to check it out. And Ivy's dad, you know what I mean? If I found that, that would be the first thing I go check out. So I'm going to probably say they probably are on top of it. But they got Barney Fife out here doing CSI. Yeah, true, that too. But Mary, like, that's what I'm afraid of. Like, what if it's not paid up, right? And then they give it away or auction the things off, and then the family isn't able to, you know what I mean, get a hold of it. So if it was made, when was it out for? April what?
Yeah, thank you.
Because it would be paid.
Running a business comes with pressure. Remote workforces, HR compliance, retaining top talent.
An idea. If
Fortunately, there's Insperity. They put 30 plus years of HR experience to work. With Insperity, nothing seems impossible.
I'll message her aunt tomorrow and just be sure. But I would bet money that she's probably on top of it already. A 4-1, yeah. I didn't see one. Yeah, who knows, Mary? Who knows? I mean, I could, like, you know, I'll talk to her about it. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to just jump and do something like that without, you know, seeing what they've already done. But I'm sure, like, if I was there and I was cleaning out the house and I found that check, well, obviously she didn't pay it, right? She just wrote out the check. So who knows? But hopefully it's still there, you know, if they have it then. Oh, somebody sent me a picture of the side. A mobile assistance center, I think it is. that big truck with the thing that I was wondering what it was. Yeah, I think the first month's more expensive. I don't know. But yeah. But I'm gonna end this. I am getting tired. But thank you all for coming, and sure Tia, yeah, for sure. And I'm sure we'll be getting more updates, and hopefully, I'll be covering this. And I don't know if anyone's watching Lori Vallow and the Stalk trial, but we're awaiting a verdict in Stalk. They're deliberating. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks. They're deliberating for Stalk, and Lori Vallow is going on. So thank you, Mary. Thanks. Yeah, and if anyone, needs to message me or, anything like that, my Facebook page is Kate Does Crime. You can message me on there. Or my email is katedoescrime with no spaces @gmail.com. So, I'm just trying to keep up with everything and give everyone updates and, find out, as much as I can. And, I'm definitely going to go look into these missing kids and stuff, just, to be safe and maybe get an idea of how they went missing and stuff like that. Because what if there is a connection, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. So that's definitely something on my list, and a few other things. So I will keep y'all updated. Bye, everyone. And I'll talk to you guys later.